Hello, welcome to try that again. Hello, welcome to the Vods Manga Podcast. This week we're talking about Dragon Ball chapters 421 to 430, or for me 227 to 236. This week I'm joined by Ryu. Memory banks cleared.
Hmm?
But Dragon Ball Game Addicts Anonymous.
That is true. I'm not addicted enough though. So.
And I'm your host Ben. As always, let's get into the chapters.
The hell's getting outclassed for real.
Like Sparking Zero came out on Friday, which is 2 days ago now for the standard edition, and I've been playing it quite a bit. But apparently,
Time
not
of
enough.
recording, it'll be 5 days by the
Yeah.
time this comes out.
All right.
Yes.
Crazy stuff.
If it comes out on time, you never know.
True.
True.
Especially
Anyway,
nowadays.
so we started a new arc.
Yes, and
Mhm.
honestly, I do like these 10 chapters because they're basically like the pre till the Tenshu guy.
Yeah, it's once again happens to work out where it's like a really good
well.
chunk.
Yeah.
Like
Just the title of
lengthwise.
the next one of like 431 is the preliminaries. So like I think is like the perfect like block of 10. Like all of the like all of the like shit that happened in the 7 years.
7 years. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Gohan is said to be 16.
Mm-hmm.
Even though by our calculations, he should be 18 now. Like all time.
No, I thought it was
calculation.
11 by the time that we
Yeah,
get the
7
game.
years will be 18. He's 16. They say
Oh,
he's
they
16.
did 7 years. Oh, right. I thought it was 6 for some reason.
So
I mean, they probably didn't count the 1 year that they spent in there, so that accounts for 1.
I mean, technically speaking, he didn't have his birthday there. Technically speaking, only an actual day passed, but he did age a year. So physically, he's 18. Mentally, he's 16. No, not even. No, because he actually was there
Just
for
by
a
outside
year.
accounts, he's 16. Maybe like he should be becoming 17 soon. Like that's a thing. We don't know exactly where within the year it takes place.
Yeah, that's why we
Wait,
settled on him.
actually, yeah, because Gohan did celebrate his birthday during the 10 days. Well, that could have been his birthday in the time chamber, actually. I missed that time. Yeah, because he did celebrate his birthday.
And it wasn't a full year in the time chamber. The time chamber is funky, so they did it like 20 hours instead of the full 24.
Yeah, they used
so it's kind of funky.
10 months.
So we're dealing with like 2 like not full years yet. So like we can kind of
say at least 17.
1.
We can say he was supposed to be at least 17. But that's
Yeah,
about
they just didn't count it. And that's fine.
Yeah, and that's fair. I get it. Consistency
kind
is
of hard to go
but
up to the government and say, actually, I'm a year older. Why? Magical time chamber.
So, God? I was kind of at his house the other day.
The conversation starts, actually. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Start a combo.
I mean,
at
what
that
are you
point,
going to do?
You're getting taken down to the lab for drug testing.
And then they find out you're an alien. Or half alien. And then you're like,
And then they test themselves for drugs.
Yes. Piccolo joins him like, are we actually high? Like,
well, I don't know, giant green alien slug man.
With giant pointy ears. Yeah.
He could dunk.
Crazy.
He could dunk.
He's good. We've said this a lot of times. He could easily dunk.
I will keep saying it.
Fair enough. He would fucking break the backboard.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Anyway, we start out in Satan City. My favorite city in Dragon Ball.
Herculopolis.
I like that one.
Marktown.
Wait, what the fuck did you just say?
I said
Mark.
Since Mark is his real name.
Yes.
Oh, real.
You said this. And we see Gohan. We see Gohan on Kintoon, and I'm happy. Yeah. I'm happy he can fly on Nimbus. Yeah. I'm so I was like, yes, that's good, finally.
Yeah.
And then he chats to it too, like, oh, I gotta go, Kintoon. See ya. Like, it's like,
yeah,
it's so fun. I love it.
And then they had a race later on. It was nice.
Yeah, it was so wholesome, man.
Yeah, it's
like, you think you can beat me?
This is kind of what, if you think about it, Goku's life kind of should have been.
Yeah,
like being on Earth, like this is kind of what it should have been, and not like all the bullshit magical adventures that like happened. But
like just beating up a few villains.
You don't really get to control how your life goes, and that's like and that's kind of where Goku's life went. But now we get to see like he really did give his son a better life.
And like you really see though how clueless Gohan is about like a normal life
Oh, it's awesome.
during
I
this.
love that he doesn't know what's considered normal because if you think about it, it makes sense because all of the people he's been around like during his childhood were all like insanely superhuman and they were actively trying to get more superhuman.
They're all literally at the
Uh,
level of God, like strength,
and
and then they're just like
yeah,
he's
like
just
7 years
trying to be a
ago,
dude.
right?
And like
Yeah.
he just jumps up 30 feet and everyone's like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck are you? And he's like, wait, really? That was already too much? Fuck.
Oh,
It's like,
oh
oh
no!
fuck, I fucked
What
up. So do it at 1 meter or 2 meters? What's normal?
and then he gets hit in the face with the like very hard ball. I was like, oh, okay, cool. No one noticed anything was wrong. Let's go.
It's like this is actually so fun, and this is kind of like I imagine this is just kind of like Akira Toriyama looked at Spider-Man and went, I want to do that.
Yeah, my
Yeah, that's
turn.
fair.
That's the vibe. That's the vibe of what this is. Of just like
Like
this like high school like teenager that's like
like
trying to keep the
Gohan is
superhuman stuff
constantly
hitting.
in his constantly he's go it's constant oh Jesus Christ. Gohan is constantly in his brain like, okay, what is what a normal person do? Act normal, act normal, act normal. And he just can't. He just cannot.
He's just so far beyond the norm, and it's great.
It's funny as hell.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Satan's daughter. Did we get her name?
Fidel.
Fidel.
Fidel, right. I forgot. What do
She
you think?
fixes that almost immediately, and
Yeah.
I like that because we actually get a good female character out of this.
Yes, I was gonna say this. An actual good romantic and interest as well. Like it just like an actual
She's
good
not a
character.
moron.
Exactly. Like she's like, oh, I just heard your voice. The exact same. You're going.
She doesn't like act stupid like Bulma does. Like at least like she doesn't act stupid like Bulma does for no reason. Like she has very well established reasons to be a little bit unhinged.
Like the dumb thing she does, like, oh yeah, I couldn't spar with my dad. He's way too strong. Because that's what she's been bred to believe. Like that's
Yeah,
all
like
what she
Yeah.
has heard the
everyone in the
entire life.
world. Yeah, exactly. Like everyone in the world believes he's like the strongest world champion, and then she's also being raised by him, so like to like think the same,
And like
right?
that also just makes sense, right? Like it's actually kind of like cute that like she still believes in her dad so much because like a lot of kids I feel like when they're around like 16, 17, like that they've already like long lost that like really admiration for their parents. I think
Mm.
like mostly when you're like 13, 14, I want to
13,
say is
14.
kind of
Yeah.
when it tends to go away. So it's
Mhm.
actually very nice that she still has that.
Yeah, and that, but she does. She is mad at him for like when her mom died. That like he went to like seek other women. Like
Yeah.
she still is like she's human. She has normal emotions.
There's layers to her character.
There's layers to a character, which is crazy for Dragon Ball.
I mean, I would say like there's layers to her character, which is crazy for Dragon Ball for female characters, because
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
I would argue that like Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Piccolo to a
Piccolo.
lesser extent, like because I think with Piccolo you have to realize that he has layers, but we spent so little time on them. Like
Yes.
even the stuff with like his home planet, he does it like when the Frieza saga, like when he gets to Namek, he has like two panels or like maybe one page where he's like, "Huh, this is my home planet, huh?" Anyways, off to go fight Frieza.
Yeah. And he got
Yeah.
Just
This looks
very
neat.
brief.
yeah, and he got a
Yeah.
conclusion to his character pretty like quickly because he went from be wanting to destroy the Earth, right? In the end of the original Dragon Ball, or conquer it, right? Then going to defend the Earth in the Saiyan arc, but specifically so he can be the one to conquer it, and not the Saiyans who didn't want the alien invaders to take it
Well,
from
his
him.
goal changed when he became junior. Because his
Yeah, he's
Daimyo's goal was to take over the world. He gave his
Well,
son
no, but he was
Junior.
still saying that that was his goal, like at the time.
yeah,
Like,
look, Goku was
like
Yeah.
he was still doing
obviously
everything ultimately to conquer the Earth, but he just knew that Goku would be his
The first
greatest
stepping
like
stone as the goal was to like
yeah.
kill Goku.
yeah, and then yeah, so he was like, oh, I don't want, I want to be the one to conquer the Earth, so I'll beat them and then take over the world. So this is like a temporary alliance kind of thing. Then on Namek, where he finally gets to see his own planet, he um he is now like an actual defender because he actually wants to like defend the place, right? And then he kind of going to the Cell Arc. He's like, "Oh, I've become kind of soft. I want to be, first I was like to a lesser extent, right?" So he took the deal with Kami, and then he realized, yeah, no, this is I want to be the one to protect the Earth, regardless. So we went to fight the androids.
Yeah. So it's just from destroy to defend, which is
Yeah, like
well, it's cool.
so like there are layers to Piccolo's character. I just think it's like you really have to like dive into it in order to like find them. For Goku and Vegeta, I think it's a lot easier. Gohan obviously got a lot of shine in like previous arc and now this arc. So those are like I think Krillin you can also put up there. I think he's like about Piccolo level of like has depth, kind of hard to get into every now and again. But like
Yeah.
I like I
Krillin
might
has
even put
been
him
with us
above
longer though.
because Krillin has yeah exactly he's been with us longer and so he has also been able to like especially early when he was rivals with Goku like that's when we got a lot of Krillin stuff. So yeah, I think like he's like fourth on the depth chart, but even still like once I think you really need to delve into it because he doesn't get as much shine or the shine that he does get is very few and far between. Like I think like when we first met him like and like the first like World Martial Arts tournament and stuff, and then like the Frieza saga is like those like
Yeah.
the two moments where I'm like, okay, he's got a lot of shine and gets to show off a lot, but and that's like real like ways out from each other.
Well,
I mean, like we, especially we can see it, the depth, right? Like for me, like I experience this for the first time like this. You can I can tell the depth from the characters, right? Especially like Piccolo, Krillin. But on like a normal read through where you like quickly just read through all the arcs, I feel like you're gonna miss that mostly, which is sad.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of why we chose the format, right? To like be able
Yeah,
to have the
digest it.
moment to collect our thoughts with every 10 chapters and try and get into it, see what's actually being like trying to be done. Um, because I mean, I think Dragon Ball is like a really interesting case in that because people don't like expect, or at least like the reputation of Dragon Ball has, people don't expect it to have the depth that it does, and it's not often really discussed. I feel like.
yeah. But like, but also what Ryu said, I feel like that also applies to like a like a good amount of series as well. Like a lot of people also think that way of Bleach, for example, right?
Hmm.
Um, like they don't think it has a lot of depth because they just like kind of like look past it, right? But
Yeah, because
see,
like if you go fast, you lose a lot of that.
You lose
yeah,
details, right? Like it's with anything. The faster you go, the more details you lose. That's building a house, fixing a car, fucking
Yeah,
reading a series.
it's just like the way that like perspective works. But to get back onto track, I think like Gohan in the suit. I have a complicated relationship
Which one, with or without the helmet?
with the helmet mostly.
Durag
Okay.
looks great, honestly, but like,
The fit looks
Yeah.
good. I gotta say, it looks kind of like a Power
So
Ranger,
like
but it
it
looks
doesn't
kind of
look
good.
as lame as I remember it being,
mhm.
but
Okay.
I like also it feels crazy to me that like this was 10 chapters and now we're like done with the Great Saiyaman mostly. Like you'll have to tell me in the anime were there like more episodes
Oh
or was it
yeah,
longer with the Great Saiyaman because
yeah.
because in my head I'm thinking back on this shit and I felt I was suffering for like days under this shit.
Oh yeah, for sure. There was several fillers. Like I remember a filler where he was like, "Oh, I need to go like save a bank or whatever." So he changed up in
Oh
his suit in the like on the roof, and then the girl spots him like, "I know your secret. Or, I saw you and like know your secret identity or whatever." And he had to uncover that, and then he went on like more adventures with Videl with the suit and his and on himself.
yeah,
Like
that sounds about
it's a
right
whole
because
thing.
like so like for context, I used the fiddler list to watch Dragon Ball. for the first time when I watched it back in the day, but my friend that got me into Dragon Ball, he loved the Great Saiyaman, and he was like, "Oh, Dragon Ball has really good fillers. Like, you gotta watch this one, this one, and this one." And so, like, one of them was actually really fun. It was Goku and Piccolo learning how to drive. Fucking hilarious, iconic filler
Oh, I
episode.
gotta watch that. That's it sounds
Oh yeah,
fucking
we are
funny as
watching that.
hell.
But then the other filler episodes were the Great Saiyaman filler episodes, and I fucking hated them. I hated them so much, and like I'm trying really hard to be objective about the Great Saiyaman, and like again, the suit not that bad. The second this man started posing, I wanted to burn my book.
Mhm.
You know
I
what?
was
He reminds,
done
me,
with this.
he reminds me of two things: RoboCop and the fucking Ginyu Force.
Yep.
Yeah, there it is.
There was like a theory about why Gohan wanted to be a superhero and do those poses, and it was because it was so traumatized by the Ginyu Force on Namek.
It's so funny theory. Like I am the great Saiyan.
Which is why he does
hated
all
it
the silly
so much.
poses and stuff.
Nah, I hated it. So I like the second he started posing, I was like, I have to get through this faster. Like,
Just like fucking flipping through the.
luckily it was very short in the manga, which is one of the things that I've like noticed and been very happy about during this read through. All the things where I'm like, ooh, this is super painful to watch in normal anime. It's just like it goes through really quickly. I can just skip past it mostly. So it's not as big a deal in the manga, but like in the anime, if you're in this section of the story, just buckle up. This shit sucks ass.
Yes.
But I do want to say that One Piece, not One Piece. Wow, Dragon Ball probably does have like some of my like favorite fillers generally. Their episodes, like really.
I mean, they're
That's
just
fair.
funny mostly, right?
There's definitely
Yeah.
some fun ones.
If you don't take this seriously, I think any filler arc can be good. I used to watch every filler episode that came out for One Piece. I've watched every
I
episode,
think
including
what
all filler
matters
episodes
is like the placement within the
until one.
story. Like I think one of the
Yeah.
reasons that like Naruto is so hated filler wise is because they just start doing that shit randomly.
Like Bleach did it, where they have like an entire arc, which is just like in between two arcs. They're like, oh, we're almost catching up. Let's put a full arc there, filler, so we can get some breathing room with the next arc, and then catch up with them
Naruto
again.
did some dumb shit because Ryu like Naruto. I don't know if you know, but like Naruto split up into
Totally.
Naruto and Naruto Shippuden,
Mm-hmm.
and so they animate like the anime was two different series. So it was Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. So at the end of Naruto, they had like the final bit, and then there was either hiatus or just they were directly into Shippuden. But the anime had, I think, about 80 filler episodes at the end of Naruto before it got into Shippuden.
Why?
No idea. I think they just wanted to
Wait,
because
how
like I think
many?
it was hiatus about 80. I think
No way. Before they got into,
into
cause
Shippuden. I'll
I
look it up. Y'all can keep talking.
yeah, cause I remember
That's
there
crazy
being
though.
like some filler episodes before like Naruto ended, right? From Naruto to Naruto Shippuden, but not that many. Jesus.
The last canon episode is 142, and it ends at 220.
That is 80
I
episodes. Yeah.
remembered that exactly.
How
78.
many fucking?
Eight.
How much of what I watched was filler is what I'm thinking now because there was
Too
some.
much. The answer is too much.
Yikes.
I'm just gonna read the manga and be done in like a week of reading, and then be like, damn, that was it. It's just it's like 500 episodes for this.
See, like the thing that they did as well is like at 135 they kind of ended. Then they had 5 episodes of filler, two
And then they
episodes
had
of the last canon, and then and then up until 220, where like 220 is mixed canon and filler. Literally, only the last scene of 220 is canon.
yeah, cause I remember
Bro.
the last scene very well.
Which that is
Honestly.
just probably
Only
like
the canon.
announce. That's probably like the announcement of like or like time skip, like announcing of like the next series or whatever the fuck. Yeah,
It's so stupid.
it's wild. Because I do know they have
Alright.
like you have like young Naruto and then you have like older Naruto. Like I knew like a bit about that, but
Anyway,
yeah.
this is not about like it was just
Nope.
and we'll move on.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Goten, what the fuck?
Yeah, Goten exists.
He was conceived during the Cell games. When?
During the 10
Show
days,
me, bro.
They had
Like,
some
what?
checking time.
Yeah, that's a different manga. That's a different site you got to use for that. To see
Yeah.
that
No,
part.
but I don't know, man. It's wild. It's just like, oh yeah, he's here now. He has
Yeah.
Goku's little brother. Goku, fucking Gohan,
Goku's a little
Gohan,
brother.
Goku, Gohan. Okay, they're all start with Go. Okay, you can't blame me.
Gohan, Goten, Goku. Yeah. See, I get it.
This little boy looks like Goku is Goten, his little brother. Like, what the fuck?
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know what to
Well-
say about him. He hasn't done much.
He's just there to flex on fucking Vital.
But no, yeah. Gohan constantly being like, "Don't do that."
Mhm. But you know what? I'll give him like that. He has a unique name, because here it says on the wiki, Goten means a play on Goku's name, replacing the Ku, the characters meaning sky, with Ten meaning heaven. The characters in Goku's name can be read as understanding the sky, so Goten's name can be read as understanding the heavens. The point being that Goten's name is on a bigger scale than Goku's.
That's actually pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, see, it's a cool name. And then you have Gohan, Rice.
So like,
Reading
so
what's
I
up,
want to point
man?
out once again,
Yeah.
like Vidal's great. She's awesome. I love that she still thinks of her that way. It's funny that Gohan just breaks the fourth wall randomly.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what the screenshot I sent was. The screenshot was him like, "I'll tell you in the next chapter about like him like who are you? I'll see that in the next chapter." It's hilarious.
And then the
But,
next
like-
chapter starts with, as I was
I
saying,
am
in the
Saiyan,
previous
man.
chapter, and
Yeah,
it's just
we-
like the dumbest shit of
yeah,
all time.
It's so fucking funny. I love
also
how
have
he's
it-
breaking the fourth wall like multiple times.
Yeah, we also have it later when he's like, "This is Krillin. He hasn't shaved since the Cell Games." Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all the other
This
ones.
is this is so like weird. Like it feels like a little bit more like OG Dragon Ball.
Yeah, that
And
that
I'm
was
kind of
the-
with that. I kind of like it. But like that's about where my enjoyment of this stops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are we gonna talk about the Goten in the room?
Oh, I hate it. Oh my god, I hate it so much. Ugh.
We talked about him a little bit before. I
Oh.
think now it's time to mention that he can just do Super Saiyan and so can Trunks.
This sucks. Take me back. No, I don't want to.
Trunks, I hate the most. Goten, I'm like, okay, sure, Son of Goku, like super special genes, maybe just supernaturally talented. But Trunks, we've seen a future version of that didn't know how to use Super Saiyan super easily. True, he didn't have his dad. True, he didn't have because he still trains with his dad, but I'm assuming like Vegeta didn't really go Super Saiyan until he did. So, and Vegeta was super surprised. So like, to me, it seems like they just did this like by not telling anyone. They were like, oh yeah, we'll just go Super Saiyan in the back, like not tell anyone about this.
Yeah, they play a game called Showdown where they apparently just beat the shit out of each other.
Shaolin Showdown?
Sounds about like little boys. Gonna be real.
True. Yeah.
But then they just figure out Super Saiyan. It's a bargain sale on Super Saiyans, as Vegeta said.
It's a Super
Yes,
Saiyan bargain
this is
sale.
a bargain sale. Super Saiyans. His
It's
pride got
like-
crushed by his son again.
It's so just sad. Like one of the reasons why I've said that like I think the Cell games are my favorite like arc in Dragon Ball, and one of the reasons is because right after Super Saiyan and like transformations start to become so much more arbitrary. Like
Yeah.
like we see it here, right? Like they can just do like Super Saiyan, and like all that we get for explanation is like, or like all we get after that is just kind of like them poking fun at it. Like it's that like it's a Super Saiyan bargain sale, or like Gohan pointing out it was so hard for us, but they can just do it. That's being meta, and it doesn't deal with the problem. It just points it out and hopes
Yeah.
that you too will laugh at it, and that's just not fucking good. Like I like the Cell Saga because like they do make a new transformation, but that's not the issue. The issue is that they spent the whole fucking arc trying to get there, and only one person gets there, and it takes a lot of emotional and physical abuse and stakes to get there. Super Saiyan 2 is not that easy, and even like at we started the Cell Saga, with Vegeta like having to try and figure out how to fucking do Super Saiyan, and like that I was also not that much a fucking fan of because he just like showed up, we could do it, and was like I figured it out. What like didn't like that either, but whatever. It was one character that has been trying to actively do this for forever, knew what it meant to do that, and was like entrenched in the whole Saiyan culture. Now we just have two characters who don't know what the fuck it means, are children, haven't really worked for it, or at least we haven't seen work for it, and kind of just do it to fuck around.
The only one that like has quote unquote worked for it is Trunks, in my opinion, because he has like they it's stated that he has been training with his dad to make him stronger than Gohan. That's the because Vegeta wants him to make him stronger than Gohan. That's the only thing we get. That one sentence of that like any kind of proof that they
Yeah,
have put work in.
it's so
Goten
hand wavy
hasn't been
away.
training. He just started helping training with Gohan. That's the only training we got from him. Like how? Just
It's
how?
so frustrating. It's just fucking
It's bullshit.
stupid. I hate it.
It's real. Yeah.
It's probably my least
Like
favorite
it
thing in the
makes it
series.
worthless. Like it genuinely just makes your transformation worthless. Sure, if we saw that they from child like like even with Goten, you could still say like, oh, he trained with Gohan since he was very young, and he was very passionate for it, like Goku was, and he had more of that Saiyan blood in him, or like some like Saiyan like feeling like Naga wanted to fight. And this Trunks is maybe different than the other one we saw, where this one was also really nagging to fight, and Vegeta helped as being his dad helped him achieve it. If we saw anything along those lines, I would have been better with it. But this is just like, oh yeah, they can just do that. They just haven't.
Yeah, it's so fucking
It's a
stupid.
cop
And
out.
like even like before, right? Like I say that I like the Cell games because they spend all the time trying to work up to Super Saiyan 2. That I'm cool with. But like even then, like two of the Super Saiyan transformations kind of bothered me, which was Vegeta turning Super Saiyan or being able to use Super Saiyan, and Gohan's like first turn to Super Saiyan. Because it didn't make sense with what was previously established, right? About how one turns Super Saiyan. You know, a
I
pure
mean,
heart awakened by rage. Like we can kind of say like maybe it's a pure heart of one singular emotion. That's kind of how I've kind of have convinced myself that Vegeta's one makes sense. It was pure pride that was awakened like as soon as
it was
his
broken.
yeah that was broken down and then like turned to rage. Like that can I can convince myself that that makes sense with Vegeta. With like Gohan, it makes like less sense. Maybe we can go like still that childhood innocence, you know, like a purely innocent heart away, but like there was no rage there, so like that also didn't make sense. Like Gohan's transformation to Super Saiyan 1 doesn't make sense. His transformation to Super Saiyan 2, nothing, no complaints. That one was
That
fine.
one,
That
that
one
one
was great.
is actual enragement. That there it
Yeah.
has. That one is valid, but that should have been a one. That should not have been a two. I guess if
And
you want to put it that
now
way.
we're
But yeah,
here, and I'm just like,
yeah.
it's so like, whatever. Like I'm done talking about this. If we want to keep talking about it, I'm fine with it. But like, I have nothing else to add to the conversation because
The only thing
it's just going
I
to be
could
me
add.
circling around the same points.
The only thing I could add is that now I can see Goku having achieved two as well.
Yeah,
It's the only thing I can add.
because it doesn't matter anymore.
Even Vegeta, fuck it, Vegeta has it. Vegeta, Goku, Gohan
Sure.
can all just go too. That's
Well,
I'm gonna say that line, and I'm not gonna be surprised if that happens. They're gonna be pretty hype if it's cool. If they haven't gotten it yet, no. So unlock it, way better.
Yeah.
If Goku just by training with some random strong people from history just unlocks it, that's bullshit. And we like let's get off screened. It
Yeah.
shouldn't be
Okay. So next point that I wanted to talk about is Goku coming back from the dead ish for
for a
the
day. I mean, he's
24-hour
doing the
frame.
Baba thing, which I mentioned. Like
Yeah,
it's a
like
thing that
that's
happened,
been pre-established. I'm kind of okay with it as long as he doesn't actually get resurrected. I'm kind of cool with it.
and I see a problem with that.
Hmm.
I'm like they can't just off the main character for another 100 chapters or
yeah,
90 after this. I guess they can't. There's got to be a way, unless we all die and just go to hell and fight people there.
Unless the entire next arc is only 24 hours long. That would
True.
not be out of Dragon Ball character, actually.
They could do this. They would literally have like 10 chapters be like 15 years, and then now they have like an entire
That is
100
that
chapters
is a
be a
very
day.
Dragon Ball thing to
It
pull off,
is.
actually. Yeah.
yeah. Like the whole Saiyan thing, like the Saiyan invasion just happened in a couple hours, a few hours.
Yeah.
So it could happen. Really quick.
There's also one thing. So 18 is still with us, at least with
Yeah.
Krillin.
Mm.
And they have a child?
Wait, what? I didn't see that.
There's a small goober next to Krillin.
Oh,
There,
I
I'll
was
send
I
it.
was too focused on the fourth wall breaking that was occurring during that period.
He literally has a goober. Like Roshi's holding.
Oh shit, real. Yeah, I
I
didn't.
have a goober.
Uber.
Oh yeah, I guess they do have a kid.
I mean, she is like 18 is based off a human, right? So I guess that works.
I mean, she was a human that was
Yeah, modified.
Experimented on by Jiraiya.
Yeah, we don't know what parts got swapped out.
I would
I
rather
don't
not
know.
think about it either. Anyway, so like, go on.
Yeah, let's move on. The story does.
Dende is finally not a child. I'm happy.
Dende grew up.
Yeah.
He's girl.
Dende looks like a bald motherfucker though with that forehead of his.
Oh yeah, he does.
Because we don't see this for Piccolo because he's always wearing the fucking like hood, but like the turban looking thing, yeah. But like Dende is just bald, just fully just a
Yeah,
dome.
he got the slug head going.
Yep.
If he gets a little bit older, he'll have the peanut head. You know that.
And he'll
head.
eventually just like start like going longer. Eventually, he'll
God.
turn into that one Jedi.
Right. Oh my God. Wow.
You got it.
I don't remember his name. I wish I did.
Yeah, I don't remember his name either.
Also, I'm kind of sad for Gohan. Nobody likes his fit.
Yeah, I was
Everywhere
thinking
he
about
goes,
that
people
too.
are like, "Your clothes are ass. Shape up."
To be fair, Piccolo could be like, "Nah, I hate that." Then just change it because he did that
Clothes,
before. His name
I
is
love the clothes,
Ki Adimundi.
Sure, whatever, bro.
Dope. My favorite character.
Yeah, that's my dog right there.
My guy.
That's my day one.
That's my day one. Puts up 2 fingers.
That's a piece, son, bro. He
That's
died.
my day 1.5.
He died.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I wouldn't be surprised if like Disney brings him back for some fucking reason. It's like, ooh, he survived.
oh, I haven't even watched the fucking
Suck it.
sequels because I didn't even bother. I was like, this shit's ass. Like, I didn't bother. I was like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Not like I am not like keeping track of it actively. I just like have like
Neither.
memes and stuff come across my feed about
Yeah.
like, the new Star Wars stuff, and every time I'm just like, okay, so they just are undoing more of Order 66. Cool.
Yeah. I've heard Andor is pretty good though. Like, so thinking
Off
of giving
topic.
that. Oh yeah, right.
But I do like.
Podcast, surprisingly not about Star Wars.
Yeah. I do like about the whole like Gohan's fit. I do like that he goes around like everyone and like, huh. But I don't know where Tenshin Han and Chaozu live, and I can't find them. Or, like, which is weird.
They were so done with everybody's shit that they never told them their new address.
Yeah.
They were like, if I'm around y'all, I'm
Tenshin Han-
going to die.
At Cell Tenshin Han after Cell was like, I'm a dip. See y'all later. And he's like, okay, Chaozu, we're leaving,
No?
and we're never contacting
moving.
anyone again.
We're
I don't want to deal
moving.
with this shit anymore. I'm way too weak for this shit, bro. We're
pretty
out of here.
I'm pretty sure you actually said, "Yeah, goodbye, guys. We'll probably never see you again." Like before leaving.
Yeah, I think he actually
He
did.
was prepping them to just be like, I'm not coming back.
Trust me, I ain't here for this shit.
Yeah, you're cool.
I mean, I
and all,
wouldn't be
but
surprised if we see him in the actual showdown because he used to. That's what he came from. He came from the tournament. He wasn't a normal martial artist. So
here,
I wouldn't be surprised, but
Yeah.
maybe not.
Competition stiff.
Here said, "Well, I
True.
better head home. Chatsu must be worried sick about me. I doubt we'll ever see each other again. Well, take care."
Later, guys. It's a dude thing, though. Like, see you later.
So he's never seen them again in 7 years, bro. That's
See ya never.
He went to the place where Kami came from. Just like in the mountains, just
He
like
went
in
all
the
the
mountain place, right? Oh my god! So it's just
He had like a hut there.
He went to New Namek, became their Kami.
Oh, the
We did
reversal.
inverse.
oh my god. So does he just live in the wilderness? He probably does, right?
No.
Probably like a hut somewhere.
You haven't read Tenshin Han spin-off Ball Dragon.
That is something else. I
Oh
think
my
that's the comic you were
god.
referring to earlier when I was talking about the
Yeah,
thing.
my bad, okay. I got my readings mixed up.
I think you did, yeah.
Okay, but I do want to point
Uh,
out that I really love how much Gohan clearly still loves his dad, because the second he hears that his dad is coming back, even for 24 hours, he's jumping for joy. He's going around everybody's places, being like, "Hey, my dad's coming back! Get hyped, get excited!"
Goku is coming back, and he doesn't even go to like his mom first. He goes to all of Goku's friends first, which is the goated thing to do. Genuinely, I like that. That's so good.
Shout out to the boys.
yeah.
The homies. Also, when they train, like when he finally starts to train with Goten, he is wearing like a fully like I don't know what color gi, but it's darker. It's like more closer to
It
probably
was
Piccolo's
gonna go
colors.
purple,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, Piccolo's colors. So
Like,
that's really
Yeah.
cool. Because
yeah,
like Goten is still wearing like I'm assuming like a lighter color, so like orange as well, like the
yeah, I
Goku's
think
colors.
so.
Yeah, which is really funny that like Gohan clearly still has his influence from his original master, because that's how it originally
Yeah.
set up.
Mhm.
I do love that a lot.
I wonder where Goten will study martial arts, like, officially for the first time, because
Maybe
that's when, like,
Roshi. Maybe he'll go
maybe,
through
like,
that path.
could be, because, or like if he studies under Go, because I guess kind of like right now he's studying under Gohan, so then it would make sense for him to go purple at some point, right? Because
It would. It would.
it's kind of like that, like school, like,
Coloring,
going
yeah.
down levels.
The thing is, actually, now I'm thinking about it, I don't think Roshi would, because Goten is already stronger than Goku at that age. Way stronger. And Roshi's like, oh shit, I can't teach this kid shit no more.
But he
So,
doesn't have the fundamentals down though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
or
like
the
that's
Herb
definitely
way,
where
yeah.
he's going to be able to, like, improve.
Yeah. Like
Because he kind
True.
of like skip, because that's what Gohan says, right?
yeah.
Like nobody does things in the right order anymore. Like they just like, I can do Super Saiyan, let's fight, whatever, and then like they don't have proper like martial arts now.
Yeah. Like
The,
Goku when he was training Gohan, Gohan was like extremely strong then, right? But Goku was like, okay, we have to go back to the fundamentals too now so we can do this again. We can
Yeah,
yeah.
and then Time Chamber. Yeah.
yeah.
Also, Goku's reaction to having another kid was just, oh, I thought he looked
Oh, yeah,
like
we said,
me.
yeah.
Huh.
It's
He looks like
yeah.
a younger me. He's scratching his head like,
So
I was like,
huh.
so like this is where I feel like a lot of the like there's a lot of like bad interpretations of Goku. I think this is where it starts.
yeah. Now actually in the
Yeah.
anime, he did go up and like hug Goten and stuff, and they had like a nice interaction. And most people did watch the anime, so
No, but I'm
Yeah.
I'm saying like Toriyama is starting his own bad interpretation of Goku here.
oh, like that, yeah.
Yeah, but why even bring out a second son? What's the point? Only
We'll
thing
get
he does
there.
is fair enough. That's probably right. I mean, because it used to like it doesn't really give like a opposite to Gohan. Like it doesn't. It's like it's he's selling himself in.
So far, he's just been there to be essentially what Kid Goku was, just insanely strong for no fucking reason.
Yeah, and I think the main purpose he's gonna serve, at least as I'm thinking now, is like Trunks, like old future Trunks was the opposite to Gohan, our Gohan. Now we have young Trunks, and his opposite being Goten. Like to give that like sort of like how you have Vegeta and Goku, right? You need that like sort of balance. But Gohan is just way further along than Trunks is, so you can't have Gohan and Trunks. If anything, it's gonna be like how in the future it was like Gohan training Trunks. That's the only thing you can have. The age difference is just too big.
Okay, that's
Even
fair.
though Trunks is a little older.
I'm gonna say it
Difference like
now. I know it's a bit
years
premature to
difference.
say this, but I think like we've seen just about enough to where it's not like insane for me to say this. I like future Trunks so much more than current Trunks. Like we've
Such a
seen
bitch.
very little, and like in my opinion, he doesn't get better than future Trunks ever.
No, because from what we've seen, he's been like, "Oh, I don't like your suit," or like, "That's weird. Why do you want that?"
He's just a
Like,
kid, so like it
it's just,
makes sense. And future Trunks would
yeah,
like act like a person.
Yeah.
yes,
His
yeah, personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of nice to see like the difference between how they grew up because now
Yeah, like the
Trunks is
bright
like
timeline and the dark timeline, but like at the dark timeline was like actually a nice dude. This is a spoiled brat.
yeah,
I would
he's
consider this a dark
he,
timeline for Trunks because he has his
for
dad,
Trunks
and his dad is
specifically.
the worst influence ever.
That's
Yeah.
what. Oh, like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Yeah,
I
his dad
see.
sucks, and he's part of the, like the richest family, right, in an actual prospering Earth.
True.
So he's
He's
bound
such
to
a like
be like
spoiled brat.
snobby, right? He's bound to be snobby.
He's a spoiled,
So
strong, and arrogant bitch of a kid.
yeah.
Also, do Vegeta and Bulma now live together, or does Vegeta just come there every day from his own house to come see his son to
If he
Where
train?
is he
lives
gonna
there,
have a house? Where
how's he
like
paying for
He'll
that
make
house?
one. He'll get one. Trust me.
just steal someone's
He'll have a house. No
yeah,
problem.
like break it. Okay, pay the rent and get out of here.
If anything,
I'm
I
just
think Bulma,
I
the
don't
smart thing
think
for
he
both to
knows
do.
what rent is.
True. If anything,
well,
Bulma, the smartest thing
actually,
for her to do is like be like, "Hey, here's an apartment. I'll pay for it. Just don't break anything, and then come here to train every day." That's the best thing she can do.
I actually think Vegeta would be good at managing money because his job was like selling planets for a living, right? Which I think
I
like
was just
taking
taking
over
them over
planets.
and then giving them to someone else to do that.
I think like yeah, he wasn't like the
But
real estate manager of the planets.
it's a lot
Oh, actually,
funnier.
we have a planet called Namek over here. Would you like to look at it?
It's a lot
Just
funnier.
make facilities.
Yeah.
It is so just sitting there.
It's a lot funnier to think of Vegeta just like, okay, take over the planet. All right, let me crunch the numbers here. All right, so how much could this planet go for if we take this minus that? All right, we can take this client on a tour on this day, right?
Screw Gohan being a scholar, Vegeta being an accountant is what I need.
Yeah.
Like the small glass to like the tip of his nose, just
Oh.
like the suit up.
Oh yeah. Have you seen the image?
I think I know what image you're gonna send today.
I think I have no idea what's about to happen.
Is the one where he's reading? Is that the one I'm thinking of? Yeah.
I don't know what's going on, everybody.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, it's just Vegeta in a suit with a pinky ring for some reason.
Oh
A
shit.
leather-bound book, a pencil behind his ear, glasses, leaning on a ladder in a library with a silence board right behind his head, and he's
like a
looking
librarian,
seductively at the
Vegeta.
camera.
Yeah.
He's doing the raised eyebrow. The raised
Okay, at
eyebrow.
Whirly Doodle, presumably on Twitter. Who made this
Presumably.
image?
That's the yeah.
Yeah.
Could be
At
Instagram as
Whirly
well.
Doodle. Just alright. Is there anything else that we
Go to-
want to talk about?
I mean the flying again, like Goten just quickly just being like, "Oh yeah, this is how I just fly," and then Vital just being like, "What the fuck?"
Vital.
And like, "Oh, but he knows how to do key control," and then just a giant fucking blast. It's just Goten shit, just
Yeah.
typical Goten shit.
Yeah.
I do
Like,
like
for
how we
less
get
than
to see like someone train from nothing, like Vital, train from nothing to learning how to like use key control, and
Okay,
then
Rio, I'm
immediately
just gonna
apply
nip
that
this
key
in the
control.
butt. It's Videl, not
Yeah.
Vital. I'm going to kill you. for doing this.
Exactly.
Fidel, how we can see Fidel go to like being able to control that and not immediately use it as like blasts and kamehamehas and
Yeah.
beam and shit, but just normal application of flight.
Like, I mean, the thing is, we've kind of already seen this. Remember how we weren't able to use blast at the start of Dragon Ball either.
I mean, Goku learned the
Goku could do it
Goku
quickly, but
immediately learned
Krillin
it.
took a lot longer to do it. Like, and
Yeah, but he
we
didn't have
saw
like a utility thing.
training
Like he didn't
with
have flight.
we saw training with Gohan. Like that was also took a bit longer. Flight specifically, I don't think we've seen yet, but we've
Yeah.
definitely seen a bunch of instances of key training before.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but like not to. I mean, not in this way. I feel like because
It's not
Gohan's was more just like
specifically like key training. That's true.
yeah,
But like just regular training that happens to include key training.
fair enough. Yeah.
All right. Anything else that we want to talk about?
I mean, you can talk about the weights, but in hell thing.
Whatever.
in heaven.
Yeah,
It's one of
whatever.
them.
Goku Glaze, normal shit.
Yeah. And
Like technically, it's not even really that impressive, or like what.
I do want to say one thing. Fidel cutting her hair short because like going like, oh, it's probably better. It's really funny. It's really sweet and cute. I like it.
Yeah, it's
It's
nice.
funny. Nice.
Also, Gohan just being completely confused about women is great.
It makes sense.
Really
His dad
funny.
was Goku after all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
his
you-
mom's terrifying.
Yeah.
True.
Alright, then I think with that, we're gonna end off the episode here. So thank you guys all for watching. And with that, we say goodbye to Ryu,
Later.
to Hut,
See you.
I've been your host Ben, and we see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye
Goodbye.
bye.